let's go ahead and get started. We will be in a seated position to start. So, whether that is on your shins or cross-legged, whatever feels better for you today. We'll sit up nice and tall. The spine is long. Start to connect with yourself and your breath. Notice the movement of the breath through the body, lengthening the spine as you inhale, relaxing the muscles as you exhale. Try to take those shoulders a little further back away from the ears, pulling them down. We will begin with some neck circles here. So working up into the neck, this whole area from kind of behind the ear, down the neck, through the top of the shoulder and into the shoulder. We're working a little with all of that. So let's take that right ear towards the right shoulder. All right, nice slow movements as we circle this out, chin to chest. Left ear to the opposite shoulder. Right, chin up high, and then take that circle again. We'll go two more, nice and slow. Try to imagine each one of the muscle fibers kind of stretching, going in sequence here, feeling the different muscle fibers stretch a little more as the ones next to them release. Let's go one more circle. Try to keep the jaw closed as you reach up. And bringing it back down. We'll go the other way. So bring that right ear to the right shoulder, chin up high, left ear to the left shoulder, and then chin down low. Nice slow movement. One more time. Keep that chin closed, or the jaw closed, as you reach the chin up high. Good. Bring it back through center. And then with the hands resting on your thighs or your knees, I'd like you to pull those shoulders up towards the ears, roll them back and down, shoulder blades squeeze together, pulling back, and then bring them forward and up. Nice. We'll take 3 circles like this. Good. And then go in the opposite direction. So pulling them up towards the ears, roll them forward and down, and then back and up. Good. Back through center. Reach your right arm straight out to the right. Take your left ear towards the left shoulder. And on Instagram Live, I'm in this the front-facing camera, so my sides look opposite of yours. So imagine that you're just mirroring me. Good. Inhale, bring it back through center. Walk your left hand out to the left, right ear to the right shoulder. Inhale, bring it back through center. We're going to roll onto our hands and knees, so our tabletop position from here. All right, and we'll circle this out a few times. So as you do circle it out, really try to bring your shoulders as far over your wrists forward as you can as you bring them over to the side and circle it out. So I want you to think about that movement in your shoulder more than any other part of the body. Noticing how that feels, if that places any tension. Of course, you can feel the stretch in the wrists, but do the shoulders feel any more of a stretch as you shift them forward and then circling them out behind you? We'll go in the opposite direction as well. Same thing. Keep the arms totally straight here. So those elbows are straight, no bend in them. That gives a little bit more motion and movement through the shoulders, singling them out a little more. Nice. Bring it back through center with the fingers pointed straight forward. Right? Really roll the inside pits of the elbows forward. So roll them forward completely as the shoulders pull further away from the ears. So these will, inside pits of the elbows, roll forward, and then take the shoulders further away from the ears. We're going to keep the shoulders down in that position away from the ears. As you inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, looking up, shoulders pull back and down. This is where this will be more difficult. Try to keep the shoulders back away from your ears. As you exhale, tuck the chin around the spine, press the floor away. Good. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, looking up. Let's exhale, tuck the chin around the spine, press the floor away. Let's go one more. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Good. Exhale, tuck the chin around the spine. Inhale, bring it back through center, through your neutral position. And we're going to walk the hands forward into a puppy pose first. So the hands reach towards the front edges of the mat. Keep the hips over the knees, the forehead rests. Keeping the arms as straight as you can so those elbows are slightly lifted. Really feel like you're reaching through your fingertips, pressing into the floor to help create a little more length in the spine. One more big breath. And inhale into your Sphinx pose. So those forearms will come flat, hips come down on the ground. Good. Lifting the chest, pressing the hands into the mat. Good. We're going to take the hands a little further apart here. Let me face you to be able to do this. So the hands will come a little further apart. So your arms are kind of at a Y. Tenting the fingers, we're going to straighten the arms, lift the chest. But don't just bend into your back. Think about pulling your chest forward and through the arms as well so that you're creating length in the spine as you're taking this back bend. Exhale, we'll lower it down, forehead to mat. Take two more like that. Inhale to lift. Keep that chest and the lower rib cage pulling forward. Exhale, bring it back down. Well, one more. Inhale to lift. Nice. Exhale to lower. Let's take our right arm straight out to the right. We're rolling onto the outer hip here. So the top leg will come behind the bottom leg. That arm that's in front of you can either stay here on the floor or maybe take it to the lower back. All right, with that right shoulder pinned down, the left shoulder is peeling back and open as well. All right, so you're opening, think about broadening through the chest. Actively squeeze the back muscles together a little further to get more stretch through the chest. Good, and then inhale, we'll roll back over onto the stomach, and we'll do the same on the other side. So take the other arm straight out to the side, roll over onto that outer hip. The top leg comes behind the bottom leg. The front hand, again, either stay on the floor here or take it behind the lower back. Wherever you are, think about that top shoulder pulling back and open a little more. As the left shoulder is pinned down to the ground, the right shoulder is pulling back, trying to broaden through the whole length of the chest. Back muscles engaged. Good, and then inhale, we'll bring it back onto the stomach here. And bringing the hands down by our side. So the hands are at our hips, right? The arms are straight, palms face down from here. On your inhale, lift the chest. Pull the shoulders back even more. So the shoulder blades squeeze together. You can keep the hands and keep the tops of the feet down, pressing into the mat. As you exhale, forehead to the floor. Let's go again, this time lifting the hands. Inhale to lift the chest. Pull the fingertips back to the back of the room here. Keep the tops of the feet pressed into the mat. And then exhale, forehead back to the floor. One more time, lift everything, hands and feet away from the mat. Try to balance just on your front of your hips if possible. As you inhale to lift, the hands reach back, the toes point back, the chest is lifting, shoulder blades squeeze together. We'll hold. Get one more rib up off the ground if you can for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, bringing it back down. Let's take our hands on each side of the rib cage, press into our tabletop position. All right, allow the spine to flex from side to side, so wag the tail out a little here. Good. Any other movement movements that feel good. All right, getting that fluidity in the spine. Awesome. And then working that thoracic mobility, important for the extension of our arms and shoulders as well. Let's inhale the right arm up to reach open. Imagine your rib cage totally twisting open towards the side here. Good. And then exhale, thread that right arm under the left, reaching across. Good. Inhale to reach back up, stack the shoulders, open the rib cage and chest to the side wall. Exhale, reach across and under. One more time. Inhale to reach. Good. Exhale, take it underneath again. Right shoulder comes down to the mat. Walk that top hand over towards the front edge of the mat. And maybe your left leg extends straight back behind you from here. Toes can stay on the ground. I'm a lot more comfortable there, and it allows me to get more length through the body. So this whole top part, the left side of your body, try to feel as much length as you can. Press through the heel, reach through the fingertips. Good. Bringing that back knee down, bring that left hand in front of the face. Inhale the right arm up for your twist. Good. And then exhale, bring it back down through center. We'll do the same on the other side. Right hand stays on the mat. Inhale the left arm up. Twisting open, shoulders are stacked, arms reach high. Exhale, take that left arm under the right, reaching across. Left shoulder comes down. And then inhale, reach it back up. Try to twist the whole torso, twist the ribcage to the side as much as you can. And then exhale, thread that needle back under here. So one more inhale to reach. Good. Exhale, thread it under. Bring the left shoulder all the way to the mat. Walk that right hand as far forward as you can. Stay on your fingertips so that hand is tented. And then that right leg can go back behind you as well. Keep the toes down on the ground and focus on reaching through that side of the body. So reach the fingertips another inch forward. And press through that back heel another inch further back. Bring that right knee back down to the mat, hand in front of the face. Inhale the left arm up, twisting the chest open. Good. Exhale, we'll bring it back down from here. Good. One more from our hands and knees, and then we'll start bringing it up. We're going to take our right arm, reach it straight out in front, the left leg straight back behind. So what I want you to focus on is creating this straight line through the body. So your toes or your fingertips shouldn't be pointed down towards the ground at all. You shouldn't be able to see that right arm. You should bring it up in line with the ear here. So you're in a full straight line with the right side of your body. And then the same thing with the left leg. Pressing it straight back, keep it in line with the hip. So we're not all the way up here, we're not down. Try to get it in a straight line as much as possible. Hips stay totally squared off, and that lower core stays engaged. As you exhale, crunch in underneath, elbow to knee, round the spine. Inhale, extend, and reach. Exhale, crunch in underneath. Inhale to extend. One more, exhale, crunch it in. Inhale to extend. Bend into the left knee, right hand to the top of the foot. If you can make that connection, press the foot into the hand, lift the shoulder so the chest lifts. Try to lift that left knee as high away from the ground as you can. For 3, 2, and 1. Bringing it back down into your tabletop from here. We'll do the other side. So left arm reaches straight forward, right leg goes straight back. Again, try to keep that left arm out of your vision if you're looking straight down to the mat, so you know you're lifting it high, pressing that back heel into the back wall, toes point down. Keep the hips level, the belly engaged. On your exhale, crunch in underneath, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend and reach. Exhale to crunch it in. Inhale to extend. One more, exhale, crunch it in underneath. Good, inhale to extend. And then we'll reach back to the top of the foot. With the left hand, press the foot into the hand, lift the shoulder, lift the chest. If you can't make that connection, just stay holding in that other position. We'll hold for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale to release hands and knees back down to the mat. From here, we'll tuck the toes, lift up and back down dog. Nice, take some time to pedal things out here. I haven't really used the legs yet, so warm them up. Warm up the back side of the body, maybe bending into both knees and then straightening, bending into one and then the other, letting the hips sway and shift, whatever feels right for you. Feet wider on the mat if the hamstrings are tight. I like to start with my feet just about as wide as the mat. Good. Bending through both knees, lengthening the spine, drawing the chest towards the thighs. Trying to draw the chest through the shoulders as much as you can. So you should feel that stretch in the shoulders, stretch in the upper back as well. Even if there's some bend in the knees, that's all right. Try to take a little bend in the knees to draw the chest further through the shoulders. Very good. And then straighten the legs out if it's there for you. On your inhale, we're going to bend through the knees, look to the front of the mat, step it forward into a fold. Inhale to a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. And then inhale all the way up, hands overhead, reach it tall. Lengthen the arms all the way up, try to bring the palms together to touch. And then exhale, hinge at the hips, fold it back down. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. And then inhale all the way up, hands overhead, reach up tall, bring the palms together to touch. Biceps in line with the ears. And then exhale, bring these hands back down to the mat, or to your sides. We're going to do a couple different exercises here, starting with some internal and external rotation of the arms. So bring the arms straight out to your sides. As you inhale, externally rotate, turn the palms up. Feel the shoulder blade pull down the back. Your chest might even kind of poke forward a little bit, and that's okay. Good. Exhale. We'll turn them the other way. Try to turn the thumbs down to the ground, the palms face behind you. Just two more. Inhale, open up, palms face up. Exhale, turn them down, thumbs turn down. Inhale to open up, palms face up. Exhale, turn them down, thumbs turn down. Good. Bring the arms back by your side, shake them out a little here. So we're going to inhale the right arm up. So as the right arm goes up, we're going to bend through that elbow, taking the hand to the back. I want the left arm to come reaching towards it here. Now we're not going to stay here for long, at least not now. But just get that position of the arms. And then as you inhale, we can straighten the arms and we're going to switch them. So bring that left arm overhead, bend through the elbow, right elbow coming up, hand behind the lower back. All right, we're going to do that 2 more times in each direction. So inhale, we'll straighten the arms. Bring that right arm overhead, left arm underneath. Good, and then inhale to open and switch them out. Don't worry about getting all the way, fingers to touch or anything. We're not going to work those hands up the spine here. We're just getting them in that position, the internal and external rotation with the flexion and extension of the arm. Let's go one more time each side. And last time here. If you need to even it out again, feel free. But or even out both sides. To shake out these arms a little. As we inhale, we're going to bring the arms together, palms together. Bring those hands all the way up overhead with the palms together. And then exhale, circle out those arms behind you. Bring the palms back together in front. Just one more here. Palms together. Reach up as high as you can. Reach back as far as you can with the palms together before breaking them open apart and down. Let's do the opposite way here. So open the arms up nice and wide. Try to bring the palms together as far back as you can. And then bring them down in front of the hips. 2 more like that. Inhale, open up nice and wide. Bring the palms together as far behind the head as you can. And bring the hands back through center. 1 more. Inhale, open up nice and big. Palms together. Exhale, back through center. Nice. Shake those shoulders out a little more here. And we're going to take our full salutations 2 times here. So inhale the arms up, nice and tall. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat, and step it back into your high plank. Make sure that the shoulders are shifting forward over the wrists. The elbows are close into the body. Pits of the elbows point forward as you lower down, chaturanga. Try to keep the body hovering off the ground. If you have to, lower your knees, but keep the hips and chest away from the ground until you come into your inhale, upward facing dog. Tops of the feet press into the mat. The thighs are lifting, the knees are away from the ground. Good, exhale, bring it back to your down dog. So one more here, inhale to bend through the knees, look to the front of the mat. Step it forward into your fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. And then inhale all the way up, hands overhead, reach it tall. Good, as you exhale, hinge at the hips, fold it back down. One more full salutation, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step it back to your high plank. Chaturanga, shift the shoulders forward, bend through the elbows, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale to your downward facing. Good, feet are hips width apart. Bend through the knees a little, draw the chest a little further through the arms. Good, on your inhale, we can straighten those legs back out. Taking the right leg up. Exhale, step it in between the hands here. Good, let's come right up to our high crescent lunge. So bending into that front knee, the back heel stays lifted. We're going to take the arms up and overhead, nice and big here. So this back leg should stay nice and straight. Whew. Keep that back knee straight, the quads engaged, and bend a little deeper into this front knee. So that the knee is coming over that ankle, maybe even into the center of the foot, but the hips are staying squared and the arms are reaching tall. We're going to work with this with the arms. Keep the arms back in line with the ears here. But notice as you do that, if your lower rib cage sticks out and you have this arch in your back, try to straighten the spine out. As you do that, the arms might come forward. Try to keep that core engaged as the arms reach straight up here. Good. Holding for another 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands parallel to the ground, reaching in front here. Take a breath in to lengthen the spine. As we exhale, I want both arms to open up, squeezing the shoulder blades together. And then inhale, bring it back through center. 2 more. Exhale to open. Inhale through center. 1 more time. Exhale to open. Inhale through center. All right, inhale, bring those arms back by your side. So they're in a straight line. Don't extra extend, bringing the shoulder blades as far together as you can, but keep them just straight line here. And then we're going to twist. Keep the arms in a straight line as if they're oars of a boat as you twist open to that right side, twisting over the front leg. All right, keep the arms pulling in opposite directions. Allow this twist to come from the core. Keep that back leg straight. Good, and then inhale, bring it back through center, turn the back heel down, warrior 2. All right, so readjusting the feet as necessary. Heel to heel alignment. The front knee stays right over the ankle. Arms in this straight line. Keep the arms parallel to the ground, gaze over the front fingertips. Bend a little deeper into your front knee. Turn the front palm up, face ceiling. Exhale to reverse, reach it up and back. Good, inhale to cartwheel the hands all the way forward, down to the mat, step it back into your high plank. Lower down through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Good, exhale to your downward facing. Let's inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step it in between the hands. High crescent, all 10 toes pointed forward, back heel lifted. Bring those arms back up and overhead. All right, stay high on the ball of that back foot, straightening out the leg as much as you can. Oftentimes when you straighten that back leg, your front knee is going to come behind the heel a little. Bend deeper into that knee as the right leg straightens a little further. All right, those arms will stay up again. Again, with this kind of tug of war, as you correct one thing, notice what happens to the other part of your body. So pull the arms back in line with the ears, so the arms are straight up here. As you do that, notice if your rib cage starts to poke out and you start to get a back bend here. Keep the rib cage neutral. Pull it into your center line. The arms reach up just straight and high. Palms face one another while keeping the core engaged. We'll hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Bring those hands parallel to the ground in front. On an exhale, we're going to open them up behind you as far as you can. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then inhale, bring the palms back together. Exhale to open up. Inhale, together. Exhale to open and squeeze. Good. Inhale, bringing them together. Inhale, just bring them out to a T so they're in a straight line with one another. We're going to use this to rotate. Twist, open, revolve, crescent. Bring that left arm behind you, right arm forward. Keep the arms in the straight line. Good. Keep the thighs squeezing together. For another 3, 2, and 1. Keep the arms in the straight line. Open up like oars in a boat. Turn that back heel down, warrior 2. Right, back foot parallel to the back edge of the mat. Front toes pointed forward. Let's try to engage that back leg, externally rotate. Take the back or the front of the thigh up towards the ceiling a little more. So you're trying to rotate that back leg open, bend a little deeper into the front knee. Arms pull, reach through the fingertips. Shoulders relax. Let's bend a little deeper into that front knee. Inhale the front palm up and reach forward. Keep the lower body the same. Exhale to reverse. Reach it up and back. Good, and then inhale, carve the hands forward, down to the mat. Step it back to your high plank. Lower down through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale to your downward facing. Good, 2 big breaths here. On your next inhale, feet are hips width apart. Lift the heels high off the mat. So we're coming onto our toes to shift forward through your high plank. Our shoulders are slightly forward over the wrists, body in a straight line. Keep the belly button pulling back and up towards the spine. Lower rib cage pulls in. As you exhale, take it back to your down dog. We're going to take 2 more before adding on. Inhale to shift forward through your high plank. Nice. Exhale, bring it back to your down dog. And 1 more. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. Good. Pause and hold. Come down to one forearm and then the other. Right? Palms are flat on the mat, so we're in our kind of forearm plank here. We're going to come into our dolphin pose. So press the floor away so the shoulders come into extension. Maybe walk the feet a little closer towards the hands. So our body's in a down dog shape, but we're on our forearms. Nice. Either hold here strong, or I'll add in another challenge. Pressing the palms into the mat. I want you to straighten the arms and lift the elbows off the floor. So you're in a down dog. Right? Your feet and hands might be a little wider apart, but that's okay. We're just going to lower those forearms back down to the mat into your dolphin. 2 more times. Lift the elbows, straighten the arms, and then bring it back to your dolphin. 1 more. My shoulders are burning. Straighten the arms. Good. Exhale. Bring it back to your dolphin. Shift forward through your forearm plank. From here, take that left hand to the mat. Right arm to the mat. Back to your high plank. Take it back to your downward facing dog. That's on your inhale. Let's take the right leg straight up behind. And then exhale, step it in between the hands. Turn the back heel down. We're going to come up through our warrior 2. Good. Setting up that strong base, strong lower body. Arms are in your straight line here. Let's reverse warrior 1 more time. Inhale, reach up and back. Good. As you exhale, side angle, we're bringing that right forearm to the right thigh, left arm reaching up. Good. From here, so some of you might be bringing this right hand down to the ground. Again, be able to keep this straight line through the body here. Don't let that hip shift back, especially as you go down. Bend deeper into that front knee. We're going to give the option for either half bind, taking that top hand behind the lower back, reaching to the top of the opposite thigh. Or maybe you take that right arm, reach it under that the front leg, clasping the hands together as well. Wherever you are, keep that left shoulder peeling back and open. We'll hold for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale to unbind, come back up through your warrior 2. We're going to straighten this front leg, come into all 10 toes facing that side of your mat. Hands to your, or actually hands out by your side. You're going to inhale, turn the palms up and open. Good, and then exhale, fold forward and down. All right, take some time here. Foot to foot, walk the hands back, stay in center, whatever feels best in your forward fold. Good, and then inhale, bring it back up through center. Come up to a halfway lift with your flat back. We're walking the hands back towards the front of the mat. Let's try to go side plank from here. Bring that left hand into the floor. Turn onto the outside edge of that back foot as your right foot steps back. Arms going to stay lifted here. On your exhale, a little movement from here. Take that right arm. Think about threading the needle. Reach that right arm all the way under the rib cage. And then inhale to reach it back up. 2 more. Exhale, reach under. Inhale up. 1 more. Exhale, reach it under. Inhale, bring it back up. And then exhale, bring that right hand to the floor. High to low plank. Maybe add in an extra push up here. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale to your downward facing. Very good. Inhale, the left leg up. Exhale, step it in between the hands. Turn the back heel down. Warrior 2 as you rise up. All right, again, reverse warrior. Inhale, turn the front palm up, face ceiling. Exhale to reverse. Good. Inhale, bring it back through center. And we'll take it to our side angle, whatever variation you're at here. Maybe this forearm stays on the thigh. Totally cool. Maybe you're bringing it down. Again, keep this straight line in the body. So as you go down, I don't want to see this angle here. Bend forward into that knee to get a nice straight line. And then option for your binds. Maybe that right hand goes to the lower back, reaching to the opposite thigh. Maybe the left arm wraps all the way under here, clasping hands together. Keep that top shoulder rolling up and back, opening the chest up towards the ceiling. Keep bending into that front knee. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale to unwind. Come back up through center. Straighten the front leg. All 10 toes face the side wall. Arms parallel to the ground. Inhale, turn the palms up. Externally rotate the shoulders, looking up. And then exhale, fold forward and down. Very good. On your inhale, come up to a halfway lift. Nice flat back. We'll walk our hands towards the front of the mat. Turn all 10 toes, face the front. Plant your right hand down. Turn to the outside edge of that right foot as your left foot steps back. High plank. All right, we'll go same variation here. Threading the needle as you exhale. Take that left arm under the right armpit. Reach back as far as you can. And then inhale. Lift back up. 2 more. Exhale. Reach under that right arm. Inhale to open. And last one. Exhale. Reach under and across. Inhale to open. Exhale. Lower the left hand down. High plank. Maybe add in that extra push-up. Inhale, upward facing. Good. Exhale to your downward facing. Good. Adding in a couple handstand hops here. Let's take the right leg straight up first. Right, and we're going to jump off the left foot and land on the right foot. As you jump, maybe those shoulders will shift forward over the wrist slightly. So jump off that left foot, come down on the right. All right, jump off to the right, come down on the left. Go through 3 more each side. Good. These can be small hops. They can be bigger hops. Wherever you're at today. Nice. 1 more. 2. And then take that right leg up behind you, step it in between the hands. high crescent. Nice. On your exhale, we're going to take the arms by your side, shift forward, warrior 3. Coming into that right foot, left foot goes back behind you, chest points down, palms face down. Think about that left pinky toe pointing straight down to the ground. Good. Nice. For 3, 2, and 1. Lower back down to the ground. Reach the arms up. Turn this into a little back bend. Reach back as far as you can. Good. And then exhale, hands down to the mat. Step it back. High to low plank. Maybe add in that push up. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Let's inhale the left leg up. We'll do the same 5 handstand hops. Right? The scissor kicks, jump switches, whatever you want to call them. Jump off that right foot. Land on the left. Jump off the left foot. Land on the right. Good. Keep going here. We got 3 more each side. One more each. Nice. Landing back down. We'll take our down dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, stepping in between the hands. Inhale up, high crescent. Bending into that front knee. Keep the back leg straight. Good. On your exhale, airplane arms to warrior 3. Shift into that left foot as controlled as you can. Come off the right. Don't jump off your mat, but control into that left foot. Palms face down, chest is open. For 3, 2, and 1. Back foot comes down, high crescent. Arms reach up, take it into your back bend. Reach all the way back, open the chest. Good, and then exhale, hands down to the mat. Step it back. Lower down halfway. Press it up. Lower down again. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Good. Take 2 big breaths here. Good. And then lower down to the knees. We're going to take our child's pose. Keep the arms reaching overhead. Palms face down, hips go back towards the heels. Good. And then option to bring the palms together into prayer position. Elbows are down on the mat. Walk them as far forward as you can. Take the thumbs to the back of the neck. Keep the elbows as close into the head as you can. Maybe even engage the core slightly, drawing the chest closer to the thighs. Keeping the thumbs contact with the neck. Good. Exhale to release here. Let's come back up into our tabletop. All right, make a circle in one direction, a circle in the other direction. Good, and then hands under the shoulders. We'll go cat-cows one more time for 3. Turn the inside pits of the elbows forward, fingers point forward. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. And then exhale, tuck the chin around the spine. All right, so 2 more. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Remember, as you exhale, keep the shoulders away from the ears, pressing the floor away, but keeping the scap pulling into the back of the rib cage. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. One more time, exhale, tuck the chin around the spine. Good. Inhale, bringing it back through center from here. We're going to walk the knees forward, coming into a seated position. Facing us here, we're going to take one leg out to the side. Keep the opposite leg into the inner thigh. Scoot forward so you're really on your sit bones here. These toes I want pointed straight up towards the ceiling. Shift your chest off to that foot. Keeping the spine long, start to walk your hands down the leg towards the foot. Alright, you can allow a little rounding in the spine, that's alright. Grab however low you can. Maybe even pulling, bending the elbows a little if it's there for you. Feel free to keep a slight bend in the knee here as well, whichever works. It's definitely a bit of a hamstring stretch, but you also feel it through that lower back on the opposite side a little, so through that kind of QL muscle that's in the lower back. Getting a nice good stretch there. Maybe even a little stretch through the lats for some people too, if the lats are really tight. Good, inhale, bring it back up and through center. We're going to switch it out to the other side. Just bring that opposite foot into the thigh, shifting forward onto the sit bones. Square the chest off to that foot. Keep the spine as long as you can for as long as you can. And reaching towards the foot, you can allow a little rounding. Try to keep those shoulders squared off. On your inhale, release there. Bring it back up through center. And then we're going to lower all the way down to our backs. Just lowering down. Let's hug the knees into the chest for one. Give a little rock side to side. Good, and then lower those feet down. And I want you to give yourself a big hug here. So wrap the arms around the opposite shoulder. Try to reach on your back as far as you can towards the center of your back. You're going to hug and squeeze, pulling the elbows away from the face as you squeeze. And then inhale, bring those arms back up, and we're going to take it opposite. So whichever arm was on top, bring it to the bottom here. We'll do the same thing. Reach across, reach to your back as far as you can. Hug and squeeze, pulling those arms into the chest as you pull the elbows away from the face. Good. And then inhale to reach the arms straight overhead. Lengthen out the legs here. Full body stretch. Reach through the fingertips, reach through the toes. Good. And then bring your arms down by your side. Allow your feet to be a little wider here, as wide as the mat. Making any last small movements or wiggles that'll get you just a little bit more comfortable. Walking the shoulder blades under the back. Shoulders should rest on the mat. The chest nice and open. We're taking just 5 conscious breaths here. Stick with me to the end. 5 big, slow, smooth breath. On your next inhale, start to bring some movement back to the hands and feet, arms, knees. Right, draw the knees in towards the chest, roll onto your favorite side from here. Taking a moment to regather, reawake yourself, re-enter your body, and re-enter back into your day. Using those hands, press back up to a seated position. Very good. Thank you for joining me here and choosing me to guide you through your practice today. The light in me honors and respects the light in you. Namaste.
Thank you for watching Cool Wellness on YouTube. Please consider subscribing by clicking on the subscribe button below.